Hello shape enthusiasts and welcome back to another episode of our 1000% hard factory series. We are rapidly approaching the end of our series as we have started our last task shape and we are going to try and finish off the game. Now, our milestone shape is going, but it's going way too slowly, so we got to do something about the scale of this factory, which we kind of started last episode. With our tasks, we're working on the last 5, I believe, and all of them are sort of going, so we're just waiting for that to finish itself, and we're going to have to do a couple more steps with these ones, and these tricky little crystal shapes, we've got to figure out how to make them. So let's get started. Before we scale up our factory, let's keep working on our tasks. We're going to do this one. So this one is going from this to this. So it's just a half yellow on top of whatever we've done. That's fine. We can make the half yellow and then we'll swap them together. Let's go. Why have I got a thing here? Did I say I was going to do this here? Okay, I'm going to delete that markup before I do that. Yeah, I do have it going in staging 1. Let me delete this markup. What am I doing? All right, staging 1. So we were doing this thing here. There's 2 belts of that coming out. So we need 2 belts of this half yellow crystal shape. So we can take any shape. We'll use one like this one, I guess it's the closest. Then we will swap these 2 together. So I'll grab a belt. We'll do it on this side for now. Give it a little bit of space, why not? Then we need to split this in half. Then we need to crystal both. Well, basically this exact process. What am I doing? And the color of the crystal is yellow. So I need to make 4 belts of yellow for the crystal. Yep, okay, 4 belts of yellow, not a problem. That's 2 belts of red, and I have 2 belts of red there. So I need a mixer that works exactly like this, so we can give it a flip. I don't even need that belt. I can literally just do something like this. I don't think you can do a 4-way split, right? There's something like this. Is this smart to do? That should make yellow, right? Okay, then we need the yellow to come over here. Almost. Get in there, yellow. That should make 2 half yellows, right? We need to destroy this half, which conveniently lets us do that. So instead of these pin pushers, let us put in some half destroyers. That should give us just the yellow crystal portion on the right. And this thing we need to half destroy as well now. But then afterwards we need to rotate this 180. Like that. Then this needs to go into a swapping array. Now I have a swapping array somewhere. It was in the devil shape, but I think I deleted it. But surely I have a 2x swapper somewhere. That's fine. We'll just make a new one right here. So let's go to our blueprints page in our 4x designs. No, in our blueprint design series, we have our swapper. We need 2 of these, 1 and 2. I don't think order matters in terms of what I swap, but just do something like, oh, not these 2. Oops. We want to do it like in the middle here somewhere, like 1, 2. Give it plenty of room, why not? This is just a task factory, I don't really care about it. Theoretically, something like this would work. Then we just need to bring these out. Something like that. I don't see anything theoretically wrong with what I'm doing, do you guys? Yep, crystals are making. The yellow is oscillating, which is not good. What are you running out of? Constantly running out of a paint, I see. No, you're not constantly running out of a paint. Why are you oscillating? And tell me there's something wrong with my mixer this whole time. No, it looks like it's putting out waves and waves of yellow paint. Alright, I'm gonna assume this is okay. Is this one fine? Yeah, you've got all the red in the world to support you. I don't see any issues. Looks fast enough to me. See if the swapping's working. Is this the right shape is the question. Looks like the right shape to me. It's flipped around, but yep, I think we're all good here. Let's grab some operator points and move on with our lives. We need those blueprint points. All right, so we need to scale up this factory massively. So let's go over to our milestone 9. And we kind of started off this process over here. Now we need to tack on. So we've done this. Now we need to tack on this little process. So why did I do this like right here? All right, look, I'm just going to split it because I don't want to waste all my blueprint points doing this design. But basically that then needs to go to that. Then it needs to do it again. So we can do something like this. Then it's being merged with this process. So we've got to put that process there. And then it goes through a crystal process at the very end. Okay, let's put this process somewhere. Okay, we'll grab this. And that tacks on to like these 2 belts. No, that's the color belt. It tacks onto these 2 belts, something like this. That looks reasonably tight and clean. Yep, cool. We'll worry about the inputs of that later. But before we do that, we need this entire process as well. So that goes like to the side here. That's fine to me. Then at the very end, we need 2 more crystallizing processes. So something like this. And that goes onto here, I guess. Great. I think that's the whole system that we need. We just need to plop this down in other places. This and this. And in theory, it should make that. And we just need to wire in some inputs. Now, what are the inputs to this whole system? Basically, 2 of any shape to get the pins. Then 2 of any shape to get that. And then 2 of any shape to get that. Okay, so basically just 6 any shapes. Then we need colors, and a lot of colors we need. All right, we'll figure out all the colors we need. We basically just need somewhere with a lot of RGB, right? We'll just find somewhere clean to do this. Doesn't really matter. We can wire in the colors, preferably somewhere with big asteroids and a lot of RGB. This looks pretty good to me. So we'll do it out here. So let me grab some of this. And let's go back to where I found it. I think it was around here, right? There's like 1 billion blue. There's a lot of blue, only a couple of green, but that's fine. We'll just use the green as our least used color. I can't afford the blueprint. 3.5 mil. Oh my lord. I don't have enough blueprints to duplicate out this design. What the heck? Do we have to make a blueprint factory for all this to work? Oh man. Did I just burn like 1.5 million blueprint points? Like 1 million blueprint points doing something crazy here? Is this really 3.5 mil per set of blueprints? I spent 3.5 mil blueprints testing the design. What am I doing? Oh man. Alright, well. Is it worth then investing in some blueprint points? Because we're going to have to massively upscale everything. And I've only got 550k left. Oh man. This is not good. How's my blueprint point factory going? It's still going at max pace. It's doing what it can. What do I actually need to do to this shape? Get that. That's the old shape. That's the new shape. We just got to put a pin pushed white layer on top of it. I suppose we can just repurpose one of our factories to do this. Doesn't look that difficult, to be honest. Okay, let's do that then. We need 4 full shapes. This is giving all the shapes in the world. But to add on to this, maybe we should leave our old blueprint factory and just make a new one somewhere in a staging area or something. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Now let's just do it here. Where is the full shapes? We need a square. Wait, we need an emerald, a circle, 2 circles, and a square. Emerald, circle, square. So the closest, unless this shape just exists nearby somewhere. Let me take a look around. We're got no rush, guys. We're just waiting for these shapes to finish themselves anyway. Alright, so I think this shape over here is pretty close to what we want. We just need to put in an emerald in the corner, right? And then paint it white. So we'll do that. But first, let's do this. Crystal Breaker. It's called Crystal Breaker. I think it's giving us a hint on how it wants us to do this shape. But for now, the bottom part of the shape is the same. On top is just a white circle and an uncolored half circle. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, let's just worry about level 2 of this shape first. So is this where I'm doing crystal breaker? Nope. This one is crystal breaker. Staging 2. Okay. So what's happening at the moment? It's this shape. So I just need 3 belts of white circles. That's a lot of white circles. Jeez. 3 belts of white circles. Man, that's not an easy ask. That's like all my circles. And then a half circle. I don't have enough circles here. Jeez. Is the bottom layer requiring circles? Yeah. To make this shape, I'm making 4 belts of this shape. I can't remove a circle from this. This thing is demanding 2 circles, right? And then why is this needing circles? The top layer needs a quarter circle, which is taking a 3rd belt. Yeah, I'm not doing anything inefficient. But the top layer is just 3 circles. And then another 2 circles. I'm going to have to bring more circles. There's just enough for now, I think, actually. Now that I look at it. Alright, 3 white circles. So we need 4 belts of white. I don't think I have 4 belts of white. So I'm going to have to make a white mixer. Alright, where does the white mixer go? White mixer... Oh man, I don't even know where to put this stuff. Let's just chuck it here for now. Then what color am I using the least of? That's using... At the moment, I'm only using yellow and red. So yellow is using a lot of red, a lot of green. Blue is completely unused. So why don't we just repurpose this blue over here? Why has this only got 2 outputs? What the heck is this crazy nonsense? This asteroid doesn't even fit enough blue. This is gonna underperform. What the heck is going on? There's no such thing as an asteroid that only fits 1 thing, right? That can't be a thing. That's nonsense. Shenanigans. What? This asteroid only fits 1 blue. But I got like 17 blues coming out of here. Why are they not merged into 1 belt? What are you doing past Alan? Like, what is this shenanigans? Let's get rid of this extra belt so I don't confuse myself. Or this extra pipe, I should say. Then let's get our blue in. Any which way is fine. We can make belt spaghetti. I don't really care. Then we need a green. Like this. And a red. I think that's enough green. So green's only being used twice. Red is being used 1, 2, 3 times, I believe. And I need 4 reds. So that's 3 reds. I need another red. I need a new red. So the new red is here. Let's get the red in. This is the true definition of spaghetti right here. This crazy color mixing that I'm doing. Maybe I'm just getting lazy towards the end of the series because I know the series is about to end. So I'm like, why am I wasting my time getting everything super clean? But that's fine. Alright, now I need a painting series. So I need 3 painters like this. Oh man. I'm trying to like save my blueprint points, but it's like annoying because I can save my blueprint points or I can do this quicker. What's better? I don't know. I get back to my blueprint factory soon and then make more blueprint points, I guess. I just need that. Oh man, I didn't align it. Oops. I can't afford to shift it all up 1 tile. I think all those times I was like shifting things around and stuff really like killed my blueprint point usage. Alright, that should give me the white. Didn't need this last one, that's fine. So this gives me 3 belts of white circle. Then I need 3 belts of uncolored circle, which I need 2 of these for. So let's grab that. I don't have enough room to get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have just enough room to get out. I need this. Like here. Like that. Then I need to get out. Over here. And here. Give it a little bit of room. And then we will half cut this 1 to 2, right? So we'll go to our blueprint design series, do cutting 1 to 2s over here. Oops. and over here. That should give us 3 belts of our half circles. Then to that, we just need to stack the 2, and that's going to be all my blueprint points, guys. Yeah, we definitely need a new blueprint point factory if we're going to upscale all this work. So we need to now stack. So we need to bring our 4x stack up. Oh, yeah, we've run out of blueprint points. Holy moly. We could like manually build it, I guess. We could save some blueprint points by manually rebuilding this craziness. Oh man, what am I doing? I think I need to like AFK a bit again. Holy moly. I don't think this is working. That is the bottom and the top. So let's do this for now. How am I running out of blueprint points? Have I done something really silly? I feel like I had a billion blueprint points before and then they just sort of all disappeared. Alright. Now we just need to swap these together. Oh wait, sorry, stack that on top of that. And I don't have 500k blueprint points to do that. We can copy the parts that we're actually using maybe. That will help. I mean, that doesn't need to exist, right? Oh, this doesn't need to exist. Well, we've got nothing better to do. We might as well do a 3x version of this. Save some blueprint points when I copy it over, so I don't need like 500k. So there's 3 inputs, 3 inputs. The crossies still need to crossies. Now how much does this cost? 345k. I can just wait a little bit for that to happen. Alright, I'm back. What is happening with my blueprint point factory? Is it broken? Like, why is it so slow? You know, it's not broken. It's definitely trying its best to get me blueprint points. It is just way too slow. Alright, we're back, guys. We've got 400k, which is just enough to plop down this design so we can get this shape going, at least while we're waiting. I won't just sit around waiting for blueprint points. What I'll do is we'll take a little break from the task shapes and work on our new blueprint point factory because we're going to need it, right? If we want to upscale everything, we're going to need to get more blueprint points to do that. So we will just do that. We'll have to make some stuff manually, I guess. I mean, what else is there to do besides wait? There's 2 schools of thought I can do to end this game. There's going to be like the boring way and then the fun way. The boring way is I can just AFK for like the next 10 hours and let this run in the background and just be like, yeah, I'm done, guys. All the shapes are finished, and let the blueprint points accrue and stuff like that. I think I need to do a little bit of a combination of both, to be honest. And the fun way is obviously trying to massively upscale to meet the task demands. Now, I can't do any tasks at the moment because I have no blueprint points. But we should reinvest what blueprint points we do have to our blueprint point factory and try to make ourselves this shape. So let's go to our blueprint point factory. I didn't think I needed to touch this ever again in my game. I should have tracked the fact that I wasn't on like 10 million blueprint points anymore and done something about that while I still had blueprint points instead of just plopping down factories. I thought we had a system that was big enough to support us for the rest of the game, but obviously I was wrong as usual. But that's fine. That's what this game's all about, making me look dumb. And that's why you guys enjoy the series. So I think we can just use this shape and this shape, right? So I think I have barely enough blueprint points to sort of get the process rolling. Let's start with some shape extractors. These cost 10k. I can at least extract 4 of these and 4 of these. I don't need to extract 4 of these. Maybe I should take a full emerald to make less headaches. A full emerald is right here. See, look, every now and then I do something efficiently. I was about to extract 4 of these and cut them. Okay, let's bring them close by. Now, to the full emerald, I need to 1 to 4 cut. So I need to go full to 4 quarters. Then that gets me 4 belts of emeralds. Then I can't use a swapper to put a quarter into a 3/4. But what I can do is use my stacking blueprint. Now my stacking blueprint costs something stupid, so I can't put it down right now, so I might have to wait a little bit, but that's fine. but I want to test what orientation this comes out in. Do I have something that does full to 4 quarters? I think over here is doing it, right? This is getting a quarter. It comes out on the top right. So if we go back here and this is coming out on the top right, by some miracle, is it coming out with the right orientation? Oh, amazing. I can just stack. I can't even put down 4 stackers manually. We're just going to have to wait for a bit. Alright, I'm back with just enough blueprint points to put down this 4x stacking thing, and then we're going to write out again. We got 500k points. Now order doesn't matter in this case, so we can just stack them together, and then we just need to paint this white. Oops. Alright, that should do it. Now, I might as well spend this time bringing the shape over, right? No point waiting around. We just need to make a white mixer, and the white mixer isn't super expensive, but the painting part is. So, yeah, there's that. Bring it all over here somewhere. The shapes are going to take a bit of time to travel this length, so let me just ensure I have made the right shape, right? We're trying to make the top part of this shape. Oh, right, I haven't made the right shape. I was meant to get a full square, not a full emerald. Man, I'm so stupid. Wait, it is the right shape. What am I doing? What? Is this the right shape? Yeah, it is the right shape. I'm not that stupid. Alright, I am stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. The game has thrown me one last curveball before the series ends. Of course it has. Why? Why would it let me end the series smoothly and progress onto hex shapes? It's still saying, Alan, you're an idiot. Do things better. Predictive analytics, like you're a data analyst / engineer. Predictive analytics tells you that you would have run out of blueprint points before you could finish the game, and hence when you had 1 million, you should have made this factory first, not done these shapes. Duh. Alright, but that's fine. We live and we learn, right? Life is about making mistakes and then resolving them. To make white, do we have enough to make white? White mixer. Oh, I have enough to make white. Amazing. So this thing makes me 4 belts of white, right? I need to add 4 belts of white to this somehow. Like this. Then I just need my 4 belts of white in my 4 belts of white, my colors in here. Do I have existing colors I can leverage, or is this all being used up? I think I did everything perfectly such that they would all be used up. So let's bring in some colors. Is there a closer green than this? Nope. We got 60k blueprint points, but that should be enough for fluids. We'll grab a belt of green. Bring the belt up. Can travel for a while. I'll do this now while I'm waiting for blueprint points for my painting section. Just bring the colors in because they take ages to travel anyway. That way when we get our blueprint point factory online, it can instantly start producing us more blueprints. We need 2 of a color, doesn't matter which one, and then we need another 1 of a color. So 1 color goes in. Which one is the double stacking color? Yeah, that one. So this tile, that's the red, that's the green, and then the double blue can go in like this. I don't know where it goes, but whatever, I don't care anymore. Yeah, there we go. That should make 4 belts of white. We got our 4 belts of paint. Now we need only wait for the blueprint points required to 4x paint. Now 4x painting is another 500k, but once we get 4x painting, we need to pin and then 4x stack. So I'm waiting for 1 million blueprint points. All right, I'll be back in an hour. I'm back, and I just realized before I go AFK for an hour, this shape is not being produced because rotations are probably incorrect, I'm guessing. There's the uncolored. There's nothing coming out of here. There's no paint coming out of here. What? Where's my paint? This is the silliest thing I've done so far. Okay, let's see if that's correct. So we've got 4 circles on top of which we're stacking this thing, and this thing is already oriented in the correct direction. Excellent. All right, no rush anyway. We're just waiting for blueprint points. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back with 600k blueprint points. Let's get that going with painting now. And then we'll let that paint, and then we'll come back and do some more later. Oh man, I did not align this well, did I? Let's pop this down here. Now, let's see if my milestones have finished enough to help me in any way, shape, or form. 100k, 100k. Almost. What about my task shapes? Do they give blueprint points? No, they just give platform points. Damn it. Alright, that's fine. Let me get this ready. Imagine I run out of blueprint points when I delete this train line. Oh man. That sounds super annoying. Let me get the new train line ready. Grab this. And we need to bring this down, so I don't even know where this train line is gonna go. Alright, that's fine. How much blueprint point do I need for 4x stacking? Oh, I need pin pushing and rotation too. Okay, let me do pin pushing and rotation first. Because this is pin pushed up, right? Is this oriented in the correct thing? No. The pointy bit is up the top right. So the pointy bit for this needs to be up the top right. So it's a 180-degree rotation. I cannot get this blueprint point factory wrong, because if I do this wrong, then I'm not going to have any blueprint points to fix it. Well, I mean, I can, but it's going to be super annoying. Can you just break the game, run out of blueprint points, and then can't do anything? I guess I can make factories manually. Ew, disgusting. Alright, that should be the right shape. Now I don't have enough blueprint points again to make the top shape, but that's fine, we'll just wait a bit. Alright, we've got another 500k now, so let's get our 4x stacking in. Now the top and the bottom needs to be correct. That is indeed the top, and that is indeed the bottom. Beauty. Am I ready to move this? How much does this cost to move? This costs nothing to move. So if I move this over, then bring these in, theoretically, I'm good to just plug all this into the new system. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. Should I let the train run one more time? If I delete this train now, it's going to delete these blueprint points on route. There is no blueprint points on route. What? Why is the train not on route? Alright, now if I delete this train line, will it delete this train? I'm just gonna let this train run. Get like one more wave of blueprint points, just in case. Oh, never mind. It takes too long. Alright, whatever. Let's just do it. YOLO. If we screw this up, we screw this up. We'll figure out a way out of the messes that we create for ourselves, as we always do. So this should double my blueprint point generation, but even doubling it doesn't feel like quite enough right now. Given we're doing everything 4x, I think I had like 12 million or something at some point. So I just completely stopped looking at my blueprint points, thinking it was no longer a mechanic. But that was obviously a big mistake. But hopefully this will now rectify that mistake. So we are getting the right shape. Let's just check if that's working properly before we go in AFK. Now this should give us 20 blueprint points, so we should be getting like double that, but double that doesn't really help because it costs 500k blueprints to do every step of a shape. I just want to make sure at least one gets made properly before I just AFK out of this area and realize I have no blueprint point generation. This is an important factory. Should have done this ages ago. Imagine this entire time since like say 10 episodes ago I was generating twice as much blueprint points. I would still have way more blueprint points. Okay, that looks very much like that shape, right? Yeah. The bottom hasn't changed, it hasn't tried to trick me, right? Alright, well, only time will tell at this point. Wait, okay, that one, it was just like some residual crap. But I think they're all producing at maximum speed and they're all working. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. All right, we're gonna have to just progress at whatever pace the game allows us to progress. So let's see what shapes we can do. What is this? This is pretty simple. It's just like a pin pushed version of this. So let's go back to this unnamed marker and let's just pin push. And I think I've set this up in a way such that, no, I haven't set this up in a way such that anything. Because I can't just pin push this. If I pin push this and then fill it, it's going to fill underneath here, right? Wait a minute. How does one even make this shape? This is not as simple as I thought. You can't just swap this in and you can't just crystal layer this in. Do you have to make this like as 2 halves? And then put them together? That sounds like a really annoying way of doing things. That can't be how you do it. Let's have a look at the next iterations of these shapes. The final iteration is just very easy, right? Yeah, the final iteration onto this shape is very easy. You can just stack on that pin pushed weirdness. However, this bottom layer proves to be extremely difficult. What? I must be missing something. There must be an easy way to do it. Because it's a 3/4 shape. I can't just swap it. I can't stack it because it has a crystal on it. I can't put a 3/4 mold and crystal because that'll fill in this underneath pin. So what I'm thinking is I have to make half a crystal, make this half. This half is easy to make because we can just 3/4 mold this in. Wait, how do you put this crystal on a pin? Because if you just shatter it, it's just gonna break, right? So I have to make a 1/4 crystal shape, pin it up, half swap it in with this shape, with a 1/4 of this shape, and then half swap the half crystal. That seems extremely complex of a process and definitely doesn't sound like I have enough blueprint points to deal with right now. So what I'm going to do is unlock this shape and get rid of that factory. So that is something I can do right now. Oh man. And I'm not liking the fact that I still have 170k blueprint points while I was talking about all that. So let's just check what the heck is going on. I didn't connect the train line. That would be super useful. Don't worry guys, the train is way faster than my production, so it's just backing up in the cargo part. We haven't lost any efficiency, that's fine. What I mean is these aren't fully backed up, so once this train delivers its stuff, we should be okay. There should be like 500k blueprint points worth of stuff in this train right now. Anyway, let's decommission swords, and we don't need it anymore. I wish when you decommission stuff, it gave you back blueprint points. Refund me blueprint points. No, it just deletes it. That would be too easy, I suppose. It wouldn't make this series very challenging, would it? We've made no progress this episode. Excellent. The title of this episode will be I made no progress. It deprogressed. Let's get this going. This just needs to be white. I think I have enough blueprint points to make everything white, right? So if we go back to this factory over here. Now, someone told me I'm an idiot, and they're absolutely right. And they were saying I could just make the shape, since it's all red crystals, I could have just made this shape with pins instead, and then just crystal made once. And they're absolutely right. I could have done that. Ugh, yuck. Silly me, but that's fine. I basically just need all of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I really need 5 things to make? Yeah, I do, don't I? That's annoyingly just too much white. Everything is annoying right now. But let's just make it. We need a white mixer. And then we need another white mixer. Annoyingly. And there's no way to like make less than 4 white, by the way. So you have to make, you're either making 4 white or you're making 8 white. And we have to make 8 white because we've got 1 circle, 2 circles, 3 circles, times 3. So we have like 9 circles. How am I even making this? I don't even know. But anyway, I'm doing it with 5 circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to paint all of these circles white. I don't think I'm wasting any circles because the circles are coming. Oh, I am kind of wasting circles. I could probably get this circle and this circle to be 1 circle. Yeah, no, like the process would be super complicated and cost a lot of blueprint points, but I am wasting like half a circle here and half a circle here. So mathematically, I could cut one of these lines somehow and use 4 circles to do all of this shenanigans, but that sounds like more effort than just making 8 belts of white. So at the moment, I'm only using red. So if I use 2 belts of blue and 2 belts of green and 2 belts of red, we should be Gucci. So let me do that. So this green will go into a 2 belter. This blue will go into the other 2 belter. Now I need 2 belts of red. I think I have a spare red here. I'm getting blueprint points now, guys. That's the main important thing. So one of the reds will go here, and then the other red will go like, not like that. The other red can go like here, and then I need, now how's my green and blue? They got 3 and more than 3. All right, so then I need to plug 1 green over that side, and then 1 blue over this side. Just enough room to do all that. That makes me 8 belts of white. Now I need to paint all of these circles. So I need to paint 5 circles. I'm just going to manually do it because I don't have that many blueprint points to just plop down blueprints. So I'm just going to do 2 painters here. Yeah, there's like 3 belts here, 2 belts there. That's fine. Oh, my game's starting to lag again as well. What the heck? My new computer is not doing. I need another new computer, guys. Need to get a supercomputer to do this scale of factory, apparently. Someone told me in the comment section that the game is just very poorly optimized, and I'm starting to believe them, because why the hell would I need such a powerful computer to play a game like Shapez? Makes no sense. Nuts. What did I do here? Shouldn't have done that. Oh well, we got time. Why not? We're gonna put in a belt pipe crossy device. Yeah, because I put my painters in inefficient places. Oh, it's so laggy now. What is going on? I think I'm gonna have to remove like some milestone factories or something, but they're also they're not really helping with blueprint points anymore, right? They're taking so long to get, what, 100k blueprint points. And if it's gonna lag my computer and I need to upscale my other factories that are more important, like my blueprint pointed generation factories, and or these factories producing actual shapes to end the game, then obviously I'm going to need to free some compute space. And yeah, sorry milestone factories, I might go decommission some in a bit because it's way too laggy right now. Well, it's not that laggy, but I don't like it. Alright, let's get painting going. So the square needs to be white also. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, cool. I forgot about the square, but I have enough white to do that. Oh, manually building factories again does not feel good. Get the white hooked up, get the square hooked up here. I'm gonna just put a row of white like this. And then let's get the circle hooked up. Circles are doing this. Why are you doing this to me, game? Alright, circles are done. Now I need to do these 2 circles. These 2 circles prove to be a little bit more challenging, but it should be fine. We'll just do painting here. Do it a little bit down. Something like this, and then we'll give that a flip, and something like this. Then we'll do that and that. And I know I'm doing things like super inconsistently everywhere, but forgive me, please. I'm a little bit thrown by my lack of calculation on how much blueprint point I needed. But yeah, that makes everything white. And that should start working on this shape now. Excellent. That shape is going great. We haven't figured out what the heck we're going to do with this shape. This shape is done as well. Now, is that hard? That is hard, kind of. Because, well, it would have been hard because you can't just throw the red crystal into this gap because it'll fill the pin layer underneath, right? So we need to put the red crystal on this yellow thing. So where is that happening? And can we do that reasonably easily? So where this yellow thing is happening, now I'm cutting out the bit. Okay, I can't cut out the bit first. It needs to come out with the shape. Then before it stacks, it needs to go through a few processes, right? Before it stacks, it needs to go through some processing. The processing that I'm talking about is we just need another any shape. We'll just do it on this side now. There's not enough room on the other side, but basically it needs to go through this similar cutting process to get 2 half shapes. Then we need to stack it first. Stack this half shape onto this crystal made shape. Or no, yeah, we have to, because they're different colors, they're not one color. I can't do it in one crystallizing process. Let me bring some red over. So currently we're peeling 4 belts of red. Let's get red going. We need more red. Is there more red? There's some red going on here. Let's use this red. Let that travel, because it's going to take forever to travel while we're figuring this out. So what we need to do is we need to stack these two and these two first. So we need to build our double stacking system again. Did I have that somewhere? I don't even remember anymore, but I'll just build it. But basically we need like 2 stackers like this. That needs to be the top. Yep. That needs to be the top. That needs to be the bottom. That needs to be the bottom. Now we've got the stacked shape. They can now go into 2 crystal makers. So like this, we'll put the 2 crystal makers in first. Something like that. There. And then that. Then the red needs to come in and paint these, or crystal these. Now I should get on the right of this shape, there should be a yellow half, and then on top of that a red half. So now I can half destroy and bring it back into the old system here. So if I build a half destroyer, now I can, yeah, did that thing rotate or did this thing rotate? This thing should be on the right side. Okay, cool. So now we can just bring that in. Into the old system again, and that should get us this correct shape. Great. So that's going, that's going. We still haven't figured out a process for this. So I think for the rest of this episode, maybe we'll just figure out a process for this. Maybe we'll get the next iteration of this going. We'll see. And then we'll just call it an episode. I know it might be a short episode because there was a lot of waiting, but for me, it's been like an hour and a half. So yeah, I'm going to make this. Well, we're going to figure this out, but basically this whole process is kind of useless. So let's see what we can utilize from this process, right? So we started with quarters. So I basically need to take this quarter and put them together, right? So let me cut the new process because the new process is kind of stupid now. The cyan needs to go back to painting this cyan. But essentially what we're going to try to do is we're going to take 1/4 of this and 1/4 of this. This needs to be pin pushed up. Okay, so if we pin push 2 of these up, then we have the 2 shapes we need to swap. So they need to go into swapping arrays. Well, something needs to rotate, right? Can't just swap. That's already in the correct position. So why don't we just rotate this into the correct position? So if I bring in 2, what direction is this going to come out in? I don't even know. Need to look at it. Yeah, it's coming out there. So that needs to go to the top right. So it's a counterclockwise 90-degree rotation. Okay. Then these need to swap together. So we need to get our blueprint for our swapper. And we need 2 of them. So then this should be able to swap with this, and this should be able to swap with this. Oh, can we utilize this crystal maker now? So I'm running out of blueprint points, so do I need another crystal maker? I don't think so. I need to change the way I'm making crystals because I don't need 2 of these anymore. What I need is a half of this. So where this was happening, I need this. I use this crystal maker over here. So let's just repurpose one of these. So I don't need to crystal make this anymore. What I need coming out of here is a full shape. It doesn't matter what full shape I use. I just need to cut it in half. Let's just take this star then. I just want an even full shape that's the same thing because I don't know if my blueprints work with asymmetrical shapes. So if I grab a full shape here, then in theory, if I cut this in half, I should have the half mold for the half crystal shape, 2 half molds. And then if I chuck this over into here, let's make it like reasonably look nice. Then I get a cyan. Do I have enough cyan? I have 4 and I'm using nothing. Because why is this cyan not being used? The hell? I have 4 and I'm using 4 cyans, but I'm not using this side. So let's just cut this side to not confuse myself. So I'm using 2. Then the other 2 can go and paint this. Like that. So this should, in theory, this side here should give me 2 half cyans crystallized. I don't know which side it comes out, but essentially we need to take this and then swap them. Let's see if this is giving me the correct shape that I want. This is the pin push thing. This was the hard part to make, right? Why is it giving me 2 different shapes that aren't pin pushed? Because they need rotations, obviously. You can't swap like this. That's the left half. You can do the swapping on this half then. Yeah, okay. So I didn't need to rotate it upwards. I needed to rotate it a different direction. So this is on the right. This needs to be on the top right. Yeah. And where is it currently? It needs a 180 rotation. So that should now give me the correct shape when it comes out of the swapper. I don't want to build bins because it costs money, but that's fine. We just have to trust that it works. We'll check in on this later because it's going to take a while for this to get going. But yeah, here's our 2 shapes. Here's our other 2 shapes. I don't know what, there needs to be some sort of rotation, but essentially we just need to then just do the swapping majiggy again. Something like this. Let's get rid of this. In theory, this would just work. I mean, it's going to produce some crap for a while, but we can just let it run. We're waiting for blueprint points anyway. Beauty. But you guys get what's happening, right? So we're forming, because this has a pin push, there's no other better way to form this shape unless I just quarter it, pin push this side up, don't pin push this side up, get these 2 swapped in together. Is this still producing the wrong shape or is it just stuck? This should be going on the top right now and this is on the bottom left. What? This needs swapping too. This needs to go on the top right as well. So it needs a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation. Yeah, so what's happening is this half of the shape is going to be produced over here. Then you're going, with that half of a shape, we need to then make the other half, which is just a cyan crystal, right? So that cyan crystal is being made here using this mold over here, the stars that are slowly traveling their way over. Then that should make 2 belts of half cyan crystals. Then if you just swap the cyan crystals and this shape, it should just be fine. Obviously there needs to be some sort of rotation majiggy in here, but I'm letting it run because I don't want to put down bins. Now we can, while that is running, we can get this going. Oh yeah, someone told me a cool trick. If I don't want to use bins, I can use cargo loaders. Yeah, that'll destroy shapes. A cargo loader seems a lot easier than a bin, to be honest. But a cargo loader wouldn't be able to test throughput. All right, cool. So from here, we just need to, what the heck happened to my shape? The top layer has become a blue crystal. What? So if I blue crystal the top layer, at the end of this process, I'll have my half blue crystal. Then it's called crystal breaker. So obviously it just wants me to cut this thing in half. If I cut this thing in half, the green will disappear and I'll be left with the shape that I want. Okay, sure. Sure, buddy, sure. Let's follow the process as the game intended. So over here, we've got our final shape. This is not even producing correctly. Why? Because this thing's the wrong way. Has this been... Where did I copy this from? Does that mean there's something else the wrong way? Wait, no. Nothing's the wrong way. It can't be the wrong way. It's just something's wrong over here. Why is this not producing anything? Has this just started producing things? What? I'm so confused. This has only just started producing the shape. Hasn't it been ages? What? This whole shape finished by this one before these 2 even started producing shapes. That must mean I'm running out of stuff here. There's nothing here. Where's my circles? Did I cut a train line? What is delivering these circles? Whatever's delivering these circles is no longer keeping up. Why do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? Something's going on. Hold on. I need to fix the throughput. Do I care about throughput? So this thing's delivering circles to both. Is this the only thing delivering circles? This is, of course it's not going to keep up. There's bloody 4 circle things here. I need more trains to deliver circles. Yeah. The heck? What am I thinking? I thought I had 2 of each train delivering circles and shapes, but I only have 1 of each delivering 2. What? What am I doing? I'm going insane. Is this staging 3? Cool. That's silly. Alright, where's the circle? I don't care. It's fine. It can just slowly do throughput. Let's get the process in first. There's a lot of inefficiencies happening, but throughput of this shape is not the limiting factor right now. We will just get the shape going first. So let's just cut all this since it's done. Now, instead of this white, well, I need the uncolored circle as a mold, right? But actually I can now make this uncolored circle mold doesn't need to be circles if circles are struggling, right? That's an easy fix. Because this mold is disappearing, so it just needs to be any shape. Let me just delete this. Let's just use a shape that we don't care about in the mold, right? That makes more sense. Rather than taxing our circles that don't exist. That will immediately fix throughput. Now, with that, we can now just... yeah, so the mold has changed. It doesn't matter. The mold still needs to exist. We just need to crystal make this. So let's grab our crystal maker like this. Then we need blue. We need to bring a full 6 belt of blue. Excellent. Something like this. Then we need a full 6 belt of blue coming in here. Where can I find such a crazy monstrosity in the, like, from this side, I guess? Holy moly. This asteroid looks massive and can fit lots of blue. But I don't need lots of blue, I only need 6. Let's just keep it consistent. And I just wasted 10k valuable blueprint points. Now that I'm slow again, my blueprint points has a little bit of room to breathe and catch up a bit. Which we desperately need. I might let this game, like after I finish recording this episode, I might just let the game run for a bit. Just to get blueprint points for the next episode. Sorry if that's a little bit cheesy. But this, yeah, well, we've basically beaten this mode. We've been like making all the shapes, right? We just did some stuff in the wrong order, that's all. Wait, is this where things are happening? Yeah, let's bring the blue back there. Then we can just bring it in. I know I can reroute the space pipe on the other side, but I'm not going to. Alright, so that should give me my blue crystal layer in the middle. Now we need only cut this in half. So if we half destroy, actually we just half destroy exactly as it is, we should get our shape in theory. Bring our half destroyer. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then we just bring the shape out. That should be the process in theory, but not sure. This thing is no longer going, and it should be. Why? What are you producing? Oops. Has this thing run out of circles as well or something stupid? No, there's no white paint. It's run out of white paint. White paint is coming in through here. White paint is going here. White paint is going here. White paint is not going here. Ah, here we go. Yes, it's always something stupid. It's never like the game has a bug. This game is actually remarkably bug-free for an early access game. It's always something I'm doing that's stupid. Alright, now we got white everywhere. That should be fine. Let's go back to this shape. We need to do the right rotations and stuff before we can figure out what's going on. So the crystal's on the right. So if the crystal's on the right and that's on the bottom, then we need only do the rotation here and here to get this onto... oh yeah, we need to half destroy this, obviously. So we need to do like half destroys here. Like that. And that should destroy the left half of the shape, leaving us with only the crystal. This needs to be rotated 90 degrees to the right. Wait, no. If that's on the right, this needs to go 90 degrees to the left. So it's counterclockwise. Which is that. Like that. And that should get us the correct shape. It's oriented the wrong way, but it should be the correct shape. Yeah. Cool. So that's going, that should be going, that is going. That's going very slowly. And our blueprint points are going. Excellent. Let's just check in on our blueprint point factory before we call it the end of the episode. So we are indeed making the maximum amount of blueprints possible. Now we can consider whether it's worth investing in doubling the blueprint point speed. Let's see how much that might cost. So for the entire blueprint point factory, it costs roughly, does it tell me here how many blueprint points it costs? 10 million blueprint points. I mean, it's feasible. I mean, 10 million is just going to take like what, 20 minutes to get, and then we can double the speed at which we get blueprint points, but we'll see. We will see. But we'll leave it at the end of the episode for now, and we will deal with everything that comes next episode. Sorry about the slow progress this episode. So, but hopefully next episode I'll have some stockpile of blueprint points to finish our shapes. Though we did progress, we finished off our last non-crystal shape. We have only 4 crystal shapes to go. We just need to make this shape, which is pretty easy. Then we just need to make this shape, which is just putting on top another crystal layer. So we just need pins on the top layer. That's not too hard, right? We can just put a layer of 4 pins on top, and then we can just shove it through another red crystal maker. Yeah, all right, that's fine. Then we need to, yeah, I really should have done this properly, not horribly. Then we just need to do this shape, which, well, the jump from here to here is easy. And then shoving the white crystal layer in here is not as easy as you think because of the empty layer underneath. You can't just shove the white crystals in, hope it only does that. Then over here, we just need to figure out the process to do this. I mean, we can theoretically just duplicate what we've done exactly, just flipped on the other side. Maybe instead of half destroying, oh man, that's annoying actually. Yeah, whatever, we'll figure it out. But yeah, plenty to do still. Doesn't look like the episode's ending. I was hoping to end this before episode 30, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. So we'll just have to slowly prod along. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the series, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.